All right.
I was going to report to.
All right, we have some people joining. We're still joining. Awesome. It's 8:01. Happy Sunday, everyone. Thank you for joining us to the DTC Fully Activate You Town Hall. Again, these are, we're doing them twice a month, and this is the fourth Sunday of the month. And we wanted to always do one towards the end so we can figure out how we can wrap up this month and hit, all the parameters that, goals that we're reaching for, as we do our business. We do one in the mid-month as well. It's kind of during the day. So it kind of gives everybody a little bit of variation. But again, we are on with your, I like to call them Fab Five, but our DTCs. So we're going to kind of do a round robin with everybody tonight. So I think we're going to start. Is it Mary? We're starting with you, or no? Jess? No, we're going to start with Samantha Vickers and her team. We're going to talk about pods. So Samantha, want to rock and roll?
Yeah, awesome. Okay, so our accountability pods. Hopefully, everyone has reached out to your accountability pod. This is, I want to reiterate, accountability pods are 100% ambassador led, directed. Everything that you guys are doing, you guys are in charge of that. So once you have your assignments, if anyone needs the link to that, please let us know. It should be underneath actually our post in YouTube. There should be a link in there, and then also in the Trello board. So either one of those. If you don't have that though, go ahead and send an email to fullyactivateyou@gmail.com. and we can make sure that you get your accountability pod group also. So I just want to, so we've got a month under our belt with those accountability pods. And I wanted to invite Jenny Stevens, from our team to talk to you guys a little bit about what her pod is doing and what's really working well for them, and, just some tips and tricks and ideas. So Jenny, go ahead and unmute yourself and take it away.
Awesome. Thank you. Can everybody hear and see me? I hope so. Awesome. Thank you, Samantha, for the thumbs up. So my accountability pod, whoops, just dropped stuff, we're meeting weekly right now. That's what we decided as a group. Like for now, we'll meet weekly. And then once we kind of get the momentum going, then we'll go to bi-monthly. So first of all, I would encourage everybody to decide, are you going to meet weekly or bi-monthly? And then for us, the duration of our call is going to be 30 minutes. That way we can be respectful of each other's time, and we're going to be laser focused. So that was kind of one of the important things with us.
I have a magic
Hello,
I have
Carla.
a magic trick. Oh, sorry.
It's okay. I'll just wait. All right. So then one thing that we decided too was what I found works best for myself personally, and then it kind of seemed to be across the board, is just to choose anywhere from 1 to 3 action items that you want to complete by or before the next meeting. So depending on if you're meeting weekly or bi-monthly, you're going to, pick one thing that you're committed to creating. Hi, Christy. So you're going to pick 1 to 3 action items that you want to complete. So you're going to say, I'm committed to creating this result in my business in the next week. Or, you're committed to creating like 5 reach outs between now and the next meeting. So that could be one of your action items. And one cool thing that we do is we created a text group. So we have a Facebook Messenger group that we're all a part of. And what we do with that is we provide updates to each other and we celebrate wins. Because what I find is when we're collaborating and creating things in our own businesses, when we celebrate those wins, it just gives us that further momentum to keep going. So you can use just regular text, create a group with your phone numbers, or you can use WhatsApp, or like I said, our pod is using Facebook Messenger. And how we celebrate is like, if I have the 3 things that I declared for the week, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go, okay, these are my 3 things. I'm going to keep them in a list for myself, but I'm going to share them with my pod during our weekly meeting. And then as I go through the week, as I complete those items, like I had 3 action items the last week, and I shared them. And when I had 1 done. I said 1 out of 3 done. And then we could all throw party hats in there. And same with, I think, Sarah from our group too. So she had 5 reach outs she wanted to do. And as she kind of got those done, we celebrated with her along her journey. So it was really kind of a cool thing. And it holds you accountable to, excuse me, to get that next item done. So that's kind of what we decided to do was, you know, first of all, decide if you're going to meet weekly or twice a month. I would encourage everybody to keep it like to 30 minutes and do laser focused meetings. So you're going to kind of click through everything and then choose 1 to 3 action items that you're committed to creating before that next meeting. And then create that text group to be able to, you know, whether you need to ask for support, encouragement, or just, you know, celebrating your wins or saying, hey guys, I got 1 out of 3 done, 2 out of 3 done, 3 out of 3 done. So it's kind of a cool thing. That's kind of how we do it. Does anyone have any questions? Maybe somebody can tell me if they're dropping them in the chat because I'm on my cell phone.
I'm looking in the chat for you right now. I don't see any questions, but this is awesome. It's great to see like a specific agenda and it's purposeful for everybody to kind of get an idea as how do we start? Because I know a lot of people, like my team was like, what do I say? What do I start? Kind of going through the same stuff, but you know, it's great to have a great, quick little action items and be purposeful.
Definitely.
That was very good, Jenny.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right. Well,
thank you so much, Jenny, for sharing.
yeah. And if there's any, and feel free to take a screenshot. Do I have it? Is it all in view?
Okay.
Feel free to grab the screenshot.
Let me quickly take that too. I'm going to grab it as a screenshot as well, and I'll try to do all that.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yep. And if it helps, I can do it this way too. Maybe that'll be a better one. Is that better?
Way I can do, I'll put it and I'll put it as an image into our I'll try to put it into the under this as a caption into the training as well.
Okay.
Perfect.
And I sent perfect. Thank you. And I will hop off video so you guys can keep going.
Awesome. Thank you so much. That was awesome.
You're welcome.
So Mary, do you want to go next?
Sure. I just wanted to remind everyone, I'm sure you have heard, our conference is October 13th and 14th, and in the Nashville area there. So we just want to be really, really mindful as that's coming out, and we have not received an email yet to register for that. But when we do, that will be coming in conjunction in the relatively close time frame with your renewal. That if all of you are ambassadors that started on April 27th of 2020, just remember this week is renewal, and then also be budgeting and mindful of your conference expenses as well. So we just want to encourage, you know, we're all trying to be super responsible with how we run our business, how we itemize things, write things off, and plan for expenses. So leave a little bit more in your GPG account if you use that to pay, or just be mindful if you put it on a business tab that's going to be, you're going to have 2 expenses probably end of April, beginning of May. Again, we're not sure exactly when that email is going to come out, but we wanted to give you a heads up. So that's what I had to tell you. As far as accommodations, I'm sure that people will be looking up their own. It's up, and there will be something in the email from corporate when they send that out as far as how to schedule that. But we're super excited about that and trying to get as many people as possible. As you're bringing on new ambassadors, those of you that are doing an amazing job recruiting, make sure that you tell them of those dates to plan for those as they get their first customers, and make sure that they really try to encourage them to come. There's nothing like, you know, rubbing elbows with other like-minded people in person, and that's really important for us to encourage new people to come to conference as well. So I think that's all that we have until we have further details about conference, and then I'm going to pass it off to Beth to talk to you a little bit about product.
So I have very little bit to talk to you about product, but I assume that most of you have heard that we are going to have a sensitive skin line coming out. We have no idea when. Okay, so some of you probably want to get with your upline, with your either your direct or who your sponsor is, and ask if you guys have an idea about rollout. I know that some of the people would rather wait to share with everybody, just to wait and see when it's coming, because
Girl, you just spilled the beans. We haven't told everyone.
what? Who said that?
It was just Christy Mestico. Sorry, we have been telling. I told my team.
Are you joking, Christy? Oh, she's joking. I was like, what? I'm like, I have no idea what you're saying. And who said that? Because I can't see. Anyway, so I'm sure that most everybody has heard it by now. If anybody was on the Maverick and Up call, and if not, surprise. Okay. If you didn't know, surprise. There's a sensitive skin line coming. It's going to be moss and plum. There's going to be a cleansing oil, a scrub honey mask, and a serum. I've had people asking for sensitive skin products since well before the beginning. So I've got people who are so excited about this. But like I said, you're going to want to get with either your direct, with your sponsor, with whoever you collaborate with, and kind of see what the rollout protocol is going to be for your group. Because like I said, some people are just kind of wanting to wait and see, not give too much information before it is launched. So it's coming. Hopefully at some point it will be an option for a launch pack. We don't know that yet. That's just totally my hope. But that's all I got. So who's next?
Thank you, Beth. The next one is Jessica. If you want to talk about some cool information that you found to share, so you run with it, girl, because you need to take total credit for this. Kudos to you.
Okay. Well, not really me. My team is killing it, guys. You all are recruiting rock stars. There is so much momentum going on right now, and it is all based on master classes. Educating our networks, being super excited about what is going on in the world. If you guys are not familiar, there is a new documentary out on HBO. It is called Not So Pretty. I think this is probably backwards. This is what it looks like. Okay. It's a 4-part documentary. They have a free trial on HBO. If you need a login, you can do the free trial. I think it's 7 days or 14 days. There are 4 episodes. Okay. The first one is makeup, second nails, third skin, and fourth is hair. You all, Jamie has been preaching from the beginning about the greenwashing. Okay. We're all familiar with it. We've been sharing with our networks. We've been doing master classes, things now mainstream, where people are doing a deep dive into greenwashing and all of the harmful toxic chemicals that are in our personal care products. Okay. People are flipping out and researching and trying to find clean products. This gives us a huge leg up, guys. So I would highly encourage you to go live. If you are too nervous to go live alone, grab a sponsor, grab a sideline sister, grab any of your leaders. They're more than happy to lock arms with you and do a live video. And it can be as simple as getting on and just having a conversation. Oh my gosh, have you seen the new documentary on HBO, The Not So Pretty? What do you think about that? Get the conversation started. And you can say, oh my gosh, I had no idea how many harmful toxic chemicals were in our products. And these are products that we're using every day. And a lot of these companies are saying, it's just a small percentage. It's not that big of a deal. It is a big deal. When you're talking about, 1% in this, we're ingesting over 500 chemicals a day, you all. So 1% in one chemical or of one really toxic chemical, you're applying that every single day to your skin and you're absorbing it. So it is a big deal. So it's up to us to encourage or to educate our networks on this. So do some master classes. You can host one yourself. You can host one as a team. I know a lot of our groups are getting together with Sideline Sisters. the team leaders are hosting these master classes. You can do them on Zoom. You can do them in a Facebook group. You can go live on Instagram. It doesn't really matter. And it can be as simple as starting a conversation and then going into a why waterless. You know, it doesn't have to be anything super duper crazy. It can just be getting it started, teasing it out, and then inviting them to a master class. There is so much information from Jamie sharing in regards to the, even the Rebel Beauty Packs, okay? The emails that come from Homestead and Jamie. You can go to the MIG Living Facebook page, Instagram. There is so much information. Just take bullet point notes and then turn around and share that with your network. And the more people that, you know, you can have conversations with, then you can ask them, like, you know, what kind of products are you using? Have you looked at the ingredients? What's the first ingredient on the back of your label? People don't even think to look at that, you guys. So this is helping us promote without us actually having to promote, right? So I encourage you, use this to your advantage, get something scheduled. If you don't have anyone to go live with, I'm more than happy to help. Like, reach out to me. I will go live with you anytime. I'm home during the day. My schedule's pretty flexible. I am here to help you. Make sure
You know
that you
what?
check that out yourself.
You know what else we can do, Jess? Is like Sam, Mary, Beth, are you guys all in Activation Nation?
I think so.
You are. Okay. We recorded a masterclass that is working big time, and we
Amazing.
tossed it onto a Google Drive. So if you want, we can post it in there and you can just check it out. I think it's about 25 minutes, but we can share it with you guys so that, you know, obviously cross tribe, you can make it your own.
That would be great.
But it's really working. And I think I have it on a Google Drive. So I'll post it in Activation Nation when we get off, and then you guys can check it out.
That'd be great.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, it is bringing on new customers. It's bringing on new business partners because people are finally waking up and realizing this is no joke. Like, this is really, really serious. And we are way ahead of the game when it comes to clean products that work. That's the kicker. Our products are so phenomenal. They actually provide transformative results. I mean, when you talk to people that are using our products, it's not like, oh, it healed up a couple of, you know, zits on my face. No, they are transformative. I mean, we have products that are healing skin conditions that people have been having their entire lives. It is healing the skin of these sweet little babies that have, you know, sensitive skin issues. It is helping people with digestive issues. It is helping people with so many things. So yeah, I encourage you guys. We have so much content to put out there. It's just about being consistent, putting it out there to your network, and then starting the conversation. It could be as simple as somebody comments on your post. You reach out to them and say, oh my gosh, have you seen the documentary on HBO? I mean, that is a really stinking easy way to start a conversation. So I think I'm frozen.
Great. Yeah, you are a little bit, Jessica.
Everybody else is frozen, so I don't know if this is working.
We hear you. It just maybe your face is stuck.
Very good. Thank you very much, Jessica. And Christy, thanks so much for, you know, offering that. That's what I love about this, is that everyone's so willing to share for the betterment of all and helping the individual as well. So again, true to our culture, thanks for mentioning that resource that you have available. I think
We're happy to help. We're happy to help.
Well, I appreciate it. I think, and I have the outline in front of me. Other than that, we knew that tonight's town hall would be relatively concise and short. So I think, Jen, you are again with questions, any wrap up things, and we don't really have anything else on our agenda other than feedback from all of you all. So Jen, you want to take our wrapping up on our Q&A?
Absolutely. So someone asked about where it is in Nashville. So I actually posted in there. I posted it that it's called the Homestead Manor, and it's in Thompson Station, which is about 30 minutes south of the Nashville airport. So definitely look that up and you can kind of see the surroundings. There's not the most huge amount of hotels, but there are hotels. So just kind of giving you an idea of where it's at. And then I also posted the image in there of the screenshot of the pod agenda is what I call it, but I'll make sure I post it into the YouTube or into our Fully Activate You page. But there wasn't any other questions here, just like very thankful for everyone wanting to share. And again, these town halls are, great for questions when you have them. We're going to try to bring action items and things that you guys can be aware of, like what's really important right this moment and to wrap up a month or kind of help you succeed through the month. If you feel that these, you like this format, we have the Tuesdays, which this week, actually, I'll be presenting on Tuesday for the Lunch and Learn. It'll be about how to prep yourself for the prospects that we're talking about, that Jess and all of us are talking about, is kind of get prepared for that, of what you want to give someone and have available. But that'll be on Tuesday over lunch. But are there any questions really quick before we sign off? And let's see here, I drew it for you. I'm not sure, Samantha, what that means at the moment. I don't know what that. Do we have 49 ambassadors this week? Is that what you're saying? Sorry, I feel like what was that?
Cryptic messages. No, I was
Is it
just a
the
reminder.
$49 join
Oh,
on
yeah.
fee
Reminder
for-
reminder to keep going strong in April. We have one more full week left, you guys. Like, we can finish April strong, even if you haven't reached out to everybody yet. You can still. It's only $49 to sign up new ambassadors until the end of this month. So another week of that.
Sorry, I was like, what was I? I couldn't put it together. But absolutely. If you guys are enjoying and you like this format, just to kind of have an open dialogue where you guys can chime in, unmute yourself, but let us know. We like to hear feedback. If it's working, if it's not, we need to adjust something. We're absolutely open to that. So we so appreciate you guys giving that feedback. Ideas and questions about trainings, let us know. Please send us an email at thefullyactivateyou@gmail.com and or reach out to your uplines and let us know. We're happy to help kind of fine tune some training and get them to you. Any other questions, thoughts, input? Okay.
I have one question, if that's okay.
Yeah.
So I really like systems. So I'm really curious to know, like, the people that are really rocking it and doing an awesome job. I'm really good at like systems in my own, like in the corporate world, not so much in the network marketing world. So I'm really curious to know, like, is there a place that we can start collecting kind of the standard operating procedures for just like the little things, the simple systems, and maybe some of the more complex systems? Because for me, I like to know, like, okay, you can check this off, this off, this off. And I know the DMO boards are fantastic. I'm a little overwhelmed by them right now, but is that kind of where we're looking at going with something to that effect? Do I need to dig deeper?
Well, I always tell my team, and I'll go and then we can all kind of round up on this too, is the mobile app. There's something that, the company MIG Jamie has created with the mobile app of going through that. If you're brand new to this or need a refresher, is going through the app and doing some of that training in there, kind of having that be a place to start. If you just to kind of go through, it's a checkbox. There's an actual option of going through to your business. I'm going to do that really quick. It's the training tab under. I'm going to show this to you. And you're just making sure you're walking through that as a mobile app. So you're going through all of that to start with. But I'll say keep it super simple with like wash, rinse, repeat is the DMO. Just sometimes you just have to make sure that like it's reaching out. Do your 5 reach outs a day. If you feel like you're overwhelmed or that you only have so much time in your day, is yes, definitely do a post, but definitely try to do those 5 reach outs. So sometimes it gets so overwhelming. They're like, oh my gosh, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. With the DMO, and DMO is daily mode of operation. But sometimes it's as simple as reaching out to 5 people, whether you're looking at your posts or commenting there, or friends you haven't talked to and that you're texting and reaching out, scheduling one-on-ones, things like that. So, because I know you said you're corporate America wise, sometimes it's a lot going on. Anyone else want to chime in as our fab leaders and or any other leaders?
I was just going to say, we always guide everyone to that same training too, the one in MIG Mastery. There were a couple of trainings that I personally took when I started because I had a hard time wrapping my brain around certain things, like story selling and having conversations in bite-sized pieces. So, Jenny, I don't know who your sponsor is, but as long as it's okay with them, I would be happy. I actually put a link tree together of like my top 5 trainings when it comes to story selling, having conversations, cleaning up your Facebook. There's like maybe a few others I'd be happy to send you. And they really helped me wrap my brain around it all. So if it's okay with your sponsor, I'd be happy to send it to you.
That'd be great. Thank you.
Like, how
I should
awesome
say,
is
and
that?
I'm Jenny's sponsor, and I would love to, if you wouldn't mind sending it to me too.
Oh yeah, I'll send it to you guys. I just have it on a link tree.
I would love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So really quick, this is what the DMO, when we talk about DMO, for some of you guys are new or maybe just refreshing or maybe didn't hear this before. So it's basically 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5 new reach outs a day. It's about MIG and the business, the products, 4 follow-ups. Money isn't where the follow-up is. People will not follow up. That means you're walking away from the business. It's what those 5 reach outs every day. You've got at least 4 of those you want to follow up with another day or so it passes by. But the money is in the follow-up. It's reaching out to those people. 3 new contacts. It could be people you're working with, you're networking with, new moms, different relationships you're meeting on social media. 2 invites to a discovery calls, and/or I'll adjust that a little bit, but conversations, it's, or a master class. Maybe we'll put that in there, inviting them to a master class. And then 1 post a day on social media. It's a curiosity post. Lure them in with a story, what Christy's talking about. Lure them in with what's working and wow, what's great. Your hair looks amazing. Your nails are healthy, all that kind of stuff. It's being able to lure them in with a curiosity post. This is definitely, and I saw that Mary was able to post this to our Trello boards, but it's out here. I can update this a little bit. We can talk instead of our discovery calls, because it's all masterclass. But yeah, Christy, that would be great to share with everybody. I think it's always good to hear about how, stories and stories sell. Again,
Yeah, so I just sent it to Sam. I'll send it to you.
and we can share that on all of our team pages as well, as we can try to figure out into the Trello board,
for sure.
things like
Can
that.
we put it in Trello?
Yeah, I'm sure we can. We'll figure that out, but send us to the link and then we'll work on that.
And
Yeah.
if you guys have any other daily method of operation
Yeah.
screenshots, whatever you all are doing too, like we've put some in there that we've used, but if you have ones that are good, it's always good to have, because we got to change it up sometimes. So
Awesome. Thank you. And do you guys see the power in what we're doing here? Is we are all like, we're sideline sisters. We're just friends helping each other with this business. And it just shows you the community that we are surrounding each other with help, success, like all boats rise the tide. So if you have something that's working for you and your team and you're wanting and willing to share, our company is still small. We haven't reached everybody. So it's not we don't want to be stingy. Like, I know we're not being stingy about the things that we want to share amongst everybody, but if you have something that's been working, let us know. We're happy to, if you're willing to share it with us. We have a long way to go to conquer this, the United States with all things MIG. So thanks so much, guys, for joining us this evening. We look forward to seeing you on Tuesdays and basically every other Sunday or weekend, I guess, just with the town halls. It's Fridays, the second Friday of every month, and then the 4th Sunday evening of every month. So all the best. Let's rock and roll the rest of this month, and let's see the increase of new ambassadors joining and customers. So thanks for joining, everybody. Take care.